So you're a fan of Atlanta United, and you can't believe we finished 2 points from the bottom?
Ugh, I can almost taste the wooden spoon. Yuck.
Well, anyone heard of Tata Martino?
Oh, the best coach in modern MLS history?
Yep, the one with a 66% win rate in MLS.
But the fans are skeptical. Did Dyla suck, or was it our talent?
Can Mickey still play? Where does Marinchuk fit? And was Latte a bust?
Stop it. I've done my homework, and I've got notes.
We're going to drink some wine and talk about it all.
I'm Mikey Dobbs.
I'm David Cass.
And I'm Carmen Butler.
And this is the ATL on Fire podcast show. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of ATL on Fire, the podcast where we talk all things Atlanta United and all things soccer. And thankfully, we've got lots of World Cup soccer to talk about.
Yay.
Actually, good soccer?
Yeah.
Wow.
Dave, Carmen, how is everybody doing?
Better now that we have good soccer to watch.
Carmen, talk to us. You got your U.S. jersey on?
I do. I am loving this World Cup. I can't even lie. I am. Yeah. I feel like I've watched like I told you, I've watched pretty much every single game until I fell asleep during the.
Is this the best World Cup ever, Carmen?
I don't know about ever. I haven't compared it, but this is a lot better than I thought it would be, and wholly enjoyable.
What would make the World Cup better if we could go to more games?
That's pretty much it.
To go,
I know. That'd be great.
So why do you think it's so good? I mean,
I don't know. I think it's. You know what? I think it's because I thought it would be a bunch of blowouts and sort of boring in this first round because of the 48 teams, and there haven't been that many. And
there've been a lot of blowouts compared to historical.
Well, that you thought, though?
But not like, there was the one big blowout, which was Germany versus Curacao.
Yeah.
And that was really kind of it as far as the expected.
There were a number of teams that hung a 5 or a 6.
I guess.
That's a big number.
Yeah, like today, who hung a 5?
Senegal beat, who was it? Iraq.
Yeah.
5.
So there you go. There's definitely some of those.
There's some of them, but I just thought, a Cape Verde, what? Really? This is it's exciting.
That's good. They're in contention.
They're in contention.
So
they got to win.
So what makes this World Cup the best? I tell you why.
Ooh, tell us.
Because it's in the U.S.
That's it. That's pretty much
the
it.
stadiums look fucking great.
Yeah, everything looks amazing. I mean, we went down to the Cabo Verde, Spain match.
And Mikey Dobbs almost started a riot.
I did. I got Cabo
Verde.
Yeah. If you were in the stadium and you heard that.
That was
Mikey Dobbs.
Yeah,
and that little kid that wanted to start a fight with you.
Was there a little kid that was upset?
You don't remember that? You were remember he mean mugged you as he was leaving?
Oh, did he?
Yeah, you enjoyed it actually.
Yeah.
Even though you don't remember it.
That's funny. Well, I did get a good nap in. I got assaulted by a little kid, huh?
Yeah, he was mean mugging you.
Good for him. He should have cheered for Spain a little harder then, I think.
Yeah. You were not happy about the Spain
I thought
fans.
The Spain fans were literally the weakest. They should be very ashamed of themselves. I mean, if they're trying to go for the 2,500 pass record, congratulations. They did it. Because
they did go 2,500 passes without a World Cup goal. People.
But I mean, I don't know. I was going down there expecting the culture of the chants, and it's just the Spain fans were an absolute disappointment for the World Cup experience. I was expecting as a U.S. fan. I would have totally gotten behind them if they had that's my.
You were ready to jump on the bandwagon.
I was ready to jump on the bandwagon, and they gave me nothing to cheer about. So when Cabo Verde put up a fight, I go for the underdog.
Fair.
Absolutely.
Well, the longer it went, you had to go Cabo Verde.
Yeah.
Did I kick that little kid in the shin?
No, you did not.
Oh, okay, good. No. Probably for the best, but maybe you should have learned a lesson and start cheering. There was only one little period where they did any sort of chants.
Yeah, they didn't do a lot.
Okay.
Oh, Uruguay had a chance there.
Yeah, we're watching the Uruguay-Spain game live here as we get going here.
Let's talk our sponsors first, and then we can talk about what has to happen in this game.
Okay.
All right.
Sponsors, let's thank Wild Heaven Brewer. It was just up there earlier with Nick and the crew.
Nice.
They've got some new kind of one-off beers that they're brewing. Okay. They've got a 250, they call it, which is like a red kind of...
Is that for our 250th anniversary?
I don't know. It's a very weird
No, No, but it's the name 250 for our 250th
Yes,
anniversary.
it is, yes.
Well done.
And I don't want to describe the beer wrong, but it's absolutely delicious. Try the
American?
250.
Okay.
No, it's more of like a Belgian, like lager, and I don't know. It's delicious.
There are no words.
The
It's so
irony.
good.
I'm probably getting that all wrong, but go give it a shot.
It was good anyway.
It's delicious. Yeah, so Wild Heaven here in Avondale Estates, Toco Hills with Fox Brother Barbecues, and on the West End, where they now have Eats, by the way. Did we know that, right? They revived Eats.
Did they
No,
really?
I had no
didn't
idea.
know that.
How did I not, like, drop this bomb? on it?
What?
So
Are we going after the game tonight?
I'm a total failure of a sponsor.
Pretty much.
We are going after the podcast.
So-
I guess we all are
So
because I'm like,
Eats,
Uber, let's
like,
go.
literally Eats that used to be on Ponce. They
Yes.
purchased everything. They have the same staff, the same booths, the same.
I don't know
all-
what's going to happen.
yeah.
I see what
Whether I
happens.
get another game or not, I don't.
Yeah, top left or right. Yeah.
Which one? I don't know.
Danny Rojas is in the top.
Just like back in Guadalajara.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Anyway,
Eats
Oh, boy.
is basically reinstalled in the Wild Heaven location on the West End, and all of the same food, same menu, everything is exactly the same. Nick wanted to keep it exactly the same, and so they've
God
really,
bless Nick.
yeah. So
And the Wild Heaven folks.
he kept an institutional Atlanta restaurant
Yes.
alive.
I need details.
Yes.
Like he just bought Eats and moved it, or like
Or is it still the Eats management, like, selling their food and thing? Or did Wild Heaven now own Eats? Do you know?
So all I know is Nick bought all of the equipment, all of the stuff, and the same staff that ran it
Even the same staff?
has come over. Like the people who are cooking the food have all. So it's
You know,
How did I
trying to
not
be
know
like the
that?
replica.
In this
So I
day
don't know
and
about like the ownership and all of that stuff.
in this
like
day and
terms of-
age of all the
Yes.
cynicism and all the terrible things,
Yeah.
that's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing.
Oh,
yeah.
It
man.
makes me so happy.
I'm in. Let's go.
So there we go.
That's where we're
Wild
going
Heaven.
afterwards. If anybody wants to hang out with us after the podcast, we'll be there.
And if you aren't familiar with Eats, you're new to Atlanta. Like, how would you guys describe Eats as far as a
Awesome.
institutional eating establishment?
It
in
was so
Atlanta?
crazy. They had the chicken, the roasted chicken or whatever, their amazing spicy chicken. And then they had a pasta bar. And then they had, we had all kinds of stuff.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah,
Yeah. It was
Amazing.
It was
wonderful.
I had no idea. All right. This is exciting.
Amazing.
And so I need to send a link to Brandon Bogner, who's
Can
up
we
at,
send Nick some flowers for thank you?
oh yeah. If he sends us another keg,
Okay.
we're due. We're
That's
due. We're
true.
due
It's
some
time for our
sponsorship.
next World Cup keg.
World Cup keg. So yeah, Brandon Bogner, who runs Wolf Mountain Vineyard up in Dahlonega. He's a huge soccer fan.
Yes, he is.
So he's been tuned in. We've been texting a lot. Go visit the Bogners up in Dahlonega. at
Beautiful time
Wolf
to go
Mountain
up
Vineyard.
there,
That's
get
a
some
great
wine,
point.
watch a
And
World
how about
Cup
June
game.
in Atlanta? How about this weather? It's a great time to get up there.
Gosh, it can't get much better than this unless you had a working Achilles.
Well, now it can get much better than this if Uruguay can beat Spain.
Yeah, what happens if
Yeah,
that
what-
happens?
If Uruguay can beat Spain and Spain does not top the group, they can send Spain to the other side of the bracket. Spain is the dominant, the favorite in our side of the bracket to go through. They would be the likely quarterfinalists for us.
Oh.
But if Uruguay, who has to win, Uruguay only has 2 points.
Oh.
Right? Even a draw doesn't guarantee anything. They have to win to guarantee to go through.
Oh.
So, and they're a good team.
Where is France stacked up right now?
France already won the group. What do you
So
mean?
are they,
not this
I'm
group.
saying which side of the bracket are they on?
Oh, they're on our side of the bracket, but we don't have to play them to the semifinals.
Okay.
You're going to have to play somebody good eventually. If we get to the semifinals and lose to France, I'm all right with it.
Yeah, I mean, let's go.
No,
It's all
I'm not all right with that. I want to win.
But
it.
I
Well,
want the
it's-
bracket to open up. I want it to free and
yeah,
clear.
It's not all right. I'm just saying it's
Right,
If we
I'm
make
with
it
you.
there, then
I'm
it's
with you.
destiny.
I
We're
gotcha.
gonna kick the crap out of France.
So Uruguay, come on.
So
Let's go.
How about it,
0-0,
y'all?
17th minute.
I don't know that I was the most optimistic person for the United States going into the World Cup.
You guys owe me an
Group
apology
D.
for months.
I'm still not.
Hold on,
I'm not
months.
apologizing.
I still am not apologizing to you. Forget about it. Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, I won't apologize, but it is better than we thought, though, Mikey.
Yeah.
You have
It's
to
a
admit
lot,
to that.
But
You guys had it as Pochettino was railing the team right into the ground. You were with all that bandwagon who was like, Pochettino's ruining the team, doesn't know what he's doing, and blah, 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 blah. And I said, relax, people. And I think we have definitively shown, even if they were to lose in the next round of Bosnia, that it was not the case that he had ruined the team.
Wait. What was the last thing you said? Even if we lose to Bosnia? Oh, no.
Yeah. No, but I mean, even if they lose to Bosnia on a fluke, I mean, what people said that what he was doing, he destroyed the whole, we were shambolic. He destroyed the whole culture, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
That did not happen.
Okay, correct.
all right. I may have to give you that,
So
it wasn't a total train wreck going in that I thought it was going to be. But like I said,
okay,
that would make me very happy to be wrong, which I'm very happy to be wrong.
Yes. Okay.
So couldn't be happier being high-fiving people going up, what is it, 4-1 against
4-1 opening game against Paraguay. Oh
4-1.
my effing God. Let's go.
Let's go. So let's break that game down. 4-1.
I got 3 words. Awesome, awesome, and awesome.
Yeah, there we go. We're done.
You have to say that game showed us exactly who we said they were, which is a really good attacking team and really vulnerable in the back, because the goal that we gave up in the end was crap.
Kind of
Total crap.
Tim Ream showing he's not. He didn't react to stepping up and it was a lot to ask, but he didn't step up and clear ball. Maybe a younger Tim Ream would have.
If we step back, we said that we were going to play 5-3-2 was pretty clear from the selections that we have, and I said that was absolutely what I would do. The formation was great. And actually, to be honest with you, Pochettino has the exact team that I would have started except one. He only has one difference from what I would have.
Yeah?
Yeah. The one being Tim Ream.
Tim Ream.
Because Tim Ream, I understand what he's going for in terms of having the veteran presence, but Tim Ream looks so short of it. He's not moving around. He's not covering him behind.
But after seeing last night the other options, who would you have had in?
Anybody. Jimmy Trusty actually, was worthy last night, even though I was down on Trusty in all the warm-up games. He looks really, it's funny. He looks really good outside, on the outside, because he doesn't have to make as many decisions. I think Trusty is good 1v1. He's really good in the tackle. He covers a guy, but where he really struggles is in reading the game. And so on the outside, you don't have to read the game as much. You just got to get your guy and do a thing. So,
yeah.
But
Tim Ream reads the game well. He just is slow.
He's not reading it anymore. He's not moving at all. Like, honestly, that's what I thought, that he was going to be the guy reading the game, and then he was going to have the two, moving around guys around him.
So where is your evidence in the first 2 games he's not reading the game other than the one goal?
My eyes watching the game. I mean, if you watch him, it's been awful. He's not moving at all left, right. He's not covering in behind people. He's just kind of jogging up and down the pitch. It's awful. On the ball, he's great. Distribution, great. Yeah. Defensively, it's been awful. I mean, I'm watching the game, and I'm like, he is totally lost his
Really?
Totally lost it.
Break that down for the listeners there that don't believe you.
Well,
because as somebody who doubted you with
Kobe Manu,
and then I had to go watch tape and then agree with you. I want to disagree with you right now, like most of our listeners. But then you go watch the tape, and Dave's going to school you here.
Well, it's funny because I've been a big Tim Ream supporter for a long time, and he would read the game and move or whatever. But I think he's in his head. He's afraid that people are going to go by him. So he's backing off. I mean, he reminds me of a couple of center backs who played for Atlanta United recently. I don't know if you recall. People who shall not be named.
Oh, no. You went that far? Oh.
Yeah. He's just backing up. He won't go out and challenge anybody. And because he's afraid of whatever, so there was one time where Jedi Robinson, who almost never gets beat, but he got beat backdoor. The ball was passed behind him and the guy went. And Raheem was nowhere close to coming over. I mean, he was just like back in the box. And we've seen it so many times. You're like, if you're the center back, especially you're a center back in a back three, that means you should go every time because you got two guys covering behind you. Come on.
Yeah.
It's awful. Awful. His challenges, awful. I mean, they're non-existent. And then a couple of times they've played him the ball. He's like awkward and trapping the ball. He's had to take an extra touch. I mean, he made a couple of cheeky dribbles to get out of it, like where he took too long and then he made a great cut around the guy. But you're going to get away with that with our group. You are not getting away with that against a good team in the knockout phases. They're going to strip him of the ball. If we lose in the knockout phases, that's going to be the reason. 100%.
Just Tim Ring.
So yeah, but we
because the other thing that you notice is that Freeman and
Big hair?
from Crystal Palace,
Chris Richards.
Chris Richards they know it and they are overcompensating for him. So Freeman I think in the goal against in the first game against Paraguay, Freeman came over early and they went back to his guy out wide. He was, and you would say, well, that was his guy. He was responsible, but he was so worried about Reem getting beat. He came over way too early.
Yeah.
He just bailed out on the whole play. He was like, well, I got to stop him from scoring, and then they passed to the open guy.
Can we talk about the joyous goals that we had during let's have a little fun. How about when we
if you sit back against us like those teams did, and which I think Bosnia is going to do because they can't score and they have to sit back, we are amazing going forward. The outside back are really good. Dest is amazing. Jedi Robinson's amazing. They're opening it up for it. It's awesome.
Yeah. So that first game against Paraguay, right? The first goal, I couldn't believe how amazing and explosive Pulisic was.
Is?
Right? Me neither.
I actually didn't know who it was, and then I was like, who was that? Just blew by and then created the own goal.
Yep.
That was Pulisic.
Yeah, you get to the end line and you're going to get an own goal every time.
Yeah, but it's just how fast he just went from 0 to 60 on that play was unreal.
Brilliant.
And then just had people facing the goal, and there you go, own goal.
And he showed it when he came off the bench, even in this third game. It was just lightning.
Yeah,
Yep. So much
he did. And okay, so then the next two goals were ball again, right?
Badigan and Badigan.
And
He looked amazing.
The first one was a pass from Pulisic as well, where it was an assist.
Yep.
He just slotted it beautifully in the side netting, right?
That's right.
Yep.
And then the third one was maybe the goal of the tournament
that was
for the U.S. For the U.S.
For sure.
For the U.S.
Beauty.
He not only accelerated to the side, just inside the box, but he just bent it in the upper 90.
Yeah.
I mean,
It was gorgeous.
that's classy finish.
That was
And that's what he has been doing the second half of the year in France. He's been electric, and he's never shown that form for the U.S., but it looks good.
talk about a great high-fiving goal. When you cut it and you look at the upper 90 and you smash it into the upper 90 like you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Like to me, that was like the classic goal, which that's why I rate it higher than Reyna's goal, which was just icing on the cake for that
Well, it
game.
looked
I
like
think
we
it was
took
better
their
than
foot
Reyna.
off the gas, and then, the late goal from Reyna was terrific.
Yeah, it was a terrific goal. What do they call that with the outside of the foot? They call it something fancy.
Really?
Some
It
sort
had
of
some name for it.
it had some name.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
outside of the foot bender.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then the game that I was actually more worried about was Australia. 'cause
Australia, good
they're just
defensive
pesty Socceroos.
Really organized. Yeah.
They're organized. We kind of knew exactly what they were going to do. And I thought we managed the game really well. Like
Score early.
they definitely had some chances, but it was never like, oh my God, like they're about to score.
Right.
Like I never felt that way throughout that entire game. Like, and there
But
was
again, neither of those teams attacked us. They all sat back. Clearly the idea was to manage the game and counterattack and beat us once we got frustrated. That is not the way to beat the U.S. If you do that, you're going to lose.
okay. So now let me get to the negative Nelly side of Pochettino and all that.
Oh, it's my favorite part of
Yeah.
Mikey Dobbs.
So we
I don't
beat
got so much
we beat
negative.
a subpar Paraguay
Yep.
and we beat Australia.
Yep. Excellent results. We scored 6 goals. 6 goals.
And so
That
what
is electric.
Well, no, it's not electric. It's what should happen.
Maybe, but it's still electric.
That is like what should happen, and I'm shocked that it happened.
Yeah,
I am shocked it happened as well.
But I am pleasantly surprised. But then we play Turkey, European team. We can't beat them.
Well, so two things.
Can't do it, Dave. Can't pull it off. Not with this equipment.
No. So first of all, if you look at a lot of the big teams in the tournament, including the Englands, the Spains, or whatever, they also have gotten. We were watching Spain totally lay an egg against Cabo Verde, right? So that's okay. The other thing is, I love the fact that he rotated. I actually said before the game that we should rotate 10 of the 11 guys, which we did. We should keep one guy, Weston McKennie, which he did. We should change the formation.
Technically, he kept Pepe because he was a double forward.
Yeah, but he's a second. We should play 4-3-3, which he did. Now, once you do that, 4-3-3, okay, we lose our dynamic completely. Right, because you lose what has been creating everything is you have Dest and Robinson overlapping. They have to deal with that, the other team, and that leaves that little bit of space. And now Balogun and Pulisic can move, right? And then suddenly, amazing, right? When you don't have that, we are a much more static team.
Yeah, but
we're not going to do that. We're going back to the 5-3-2.
We sure didn't look static out of the gates the first 10 minutes against Turkey.
Well, we scored a goal because we were hyped up with the crowd. But then, so with nothing to lose, Turkey is the only team that decided to attack us. Mm-hmm. And our center backs are terrible to begin with. Our backup center backs are even worse, and they just going to score on us. So they just exploited our weakness. They showed the one thing they showed how to beat the United States. Now, I don't think the coaches will learn that lesson. Like Bosnia won't learn that lesson because they're like, it's a totally changed side.
Right.
So you're like, well, yeah, they beat that team that way, but not the top team that way.
Okay.
So I don't think it matters one iota for anything. I would have, and actually.
That we lost the game to Turkey.
I would have made, it's funny because when I called it, I called the formation right. I called the one player staying, Weston McKennie right. I called 10 of the 11 players, right, which is what I would have done. So Pochettino and I are 100% on the same page. We only have one difference in each of our lineup.
Tim Ream.
Well, Tim Ream in the starting lineup. And then the difference in this lineup is I didn't know that Austin Trusty could play left back. So I was really like, who's going to play left back? Because Arston's terrible. But so I had Arston because I was like, we don't have anybody else. But it turns out Trusty can play left back, so I didn't know that.
Okay.
But basically, we had 100% agreement on this. We have one difference in the starting lineup.
Is Trusty hurt going forward, or is that just a little scare that he's fine?
His ankle, he'll be fine.
He's fine. All right.
Because when do we play next? When is it? Wednesday?
Wednesday evening at 10.
Okay.
I'm going to hopefully the England round of 32 here in Atlanta.
Oh,
got
nice.
tickets.
Yeah.
For a guy who didn't have any tickets, he's got like 3 sets of... Haven't you been to 2 games already?
No, I've been to the
just
Spain Cabo Verde game, and then I have a lovely neighbor who is kind enough to invite me to a game, and I'm not going to say no to that.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't. Yeah. Does your neighbor want to sponsor the podcast and the other 2 members of the podcast?
Why you got to leave us behind?
That's not
no podcast member left behind.
No, but this said person might be able to help with some people to get on the podcast, though.
Okay, we'll take it.
May have some connections with the.
I thought you want to get us in the game.
Oh, calm down. We'll take anything we can.
And all that. Yeah.
You got to hold out for more.
We have to be grateful. We're appreciative of the tickets you gave.
Was out.
Spain and Uruguay.
Spanish goalkeeper went on a walkabout.
So here we are.
Ooh.
Going to the round of 32. We're matched up against Bosnia and Herzegovina. And I also had a good question at the Wild Heaven.
Okay.
Mike Gomes, who was nice enough to invite me to the game, he was asking, why is it that 2 nations, Bosnia and Herzegovina, can combine to create a national team to play in the World Cup? Like, why couldn't Haiti and Dominican Republic be one team, for example? I think it was a pretty good question.
They're not really 2. They were one country. Once Yugoslavia broke up, they were left with. They were really one country, and they just have 2 names because they're two regions. So they weren't really two.
It sounds like they're still conflicted, Dave.
Don't they? That's why.
It's the
So
powder.
two regions, one
Powder cake.
country?
I bet you the Bosnians don't think they're Herzegovinians. Is all I'm saying.
Yes, they do.
I know some, and they don't.
They don't care about Herzegovina, but it's part of them.
Fair enough.
It's a tiny part of Bosnia. Anyway, that's why.
But
It's
the
not just
good
a
news is
technicality.
we're going to kick their ass.
It's actually interesting if you want to have that argument, why they allow the UK to play together in the Olympics, but then, and they do play together in the Olympics, which is kind of crazy because they hate each other footballing wise. If you are Scottish, you are never going to play for the English national team. Right. No way. But in the Olympics, they're like, yeah, sure.
Yeah. I didn't know. I never thought of that.
The UK plays this one country. Oh. Now, Olympically, they're not so good. Maybe rowing. That's what they're good at.
Carmen also said she would go to what
would I do?
Go to a U.S. hockey game wearing a Canadian jersey if they were playing Canada, for example.
I'm sorry. It's just a jersey at some point.
It's not just a jersey. Not during the World Cup or Olympics. It's not just a jersey. Where's your allegiance? You don't go to...
It's like you're part of the entire spirit. Like you can have your team, but yet appreciate just togetherness and love and all that. No, not so much.
God.
Mikey Dobbs is like, ugh.
He just threw up a little bit in his mouth.
Not when your team's playing. I agree. Like, for example... England is going to play somebody on the round of 32 on July 1st. I'm going to probably wear my England jersey down there versus my U.S. jersey.
But not at the U.S. game.
Correct. That's fine, right?
You sell your soul.
Okay.
That's my point.
Can you wear just a kind of a neutral jersey to so you
can not to a U.S. game.
To a U.S. game.
Did you see Ed Norton the other day wearing his Radiohead jersey to the game last night? I hope he's getting hell.
Deported.
He needs to be deported. He's gone. He's gone. ICE is already on his front door. He's gone.
Goodness. Gotcha. Okay, at the U.S.
First
game,
rule of ICE Club.
I couldn't wear a
First rule of ICE Club is Ed.
Sorry, took you on a tangent. Mikey Dobbs was very passionate about this.
Yeah, I mean, come on. And who else? There's a couple other people. Well, you know who's a good person is I think it was can't remember. My celebrities who are not
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt was wearing U.S. gear.
He was wearing U.S. gear.
And
yes,
he was standing next to Ed Norton as the other character in Fight Club.
Yes, that's the only one.
Uruguay.
All right,
had a chance.
So,
sounds like a Black Panther.
Dave, what do we need to do to beat Bosnia and Herzegovina? Evidently the same country, but two different names. But how do we beat these two combined countries that are a powerhouse?
It's the same game as Australia.
Same game as Australia.
They're going to play organized and compact, and they're going to sit, and you just play the same way.
Where is the game, by the way?
It's in San Francisco. Or in Northern California.
Yeah. Okay. And I didn't even realize there's 5 games in that San Fran stadium. I somehow have missed any of the matches per se that have been played there. I probably didn't notice, but I didn't realize San Fran was one of the.
So we're staying in the same time zone, which is an advantage for us. Bosnia was in Canada. Yeah. They were playing against Canada and stuff, but we were playing in the same time zone, which is nice. So we played our last game in LA, and then we just stayed in California. Okay. So that's no travel for us.
Let's talk a little.
And I think we will stay in California again if we were to win.
Yeah, on the West Coast at the very least. Yeah. It might be Seattle, but we're definitely West Coast.
Dave, what wine did you bring, by the way?
It's Faust, which is, like the devil. But it's an American Faust, so I was like, we are the devil.
I like it.
Let's go.
Delish.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Very rich.
So what's your prediction for our game next Wednesday at 10 p.m.? It's kickoff for the U.S.? Bosnia and San Fran, so that's 7 o'clock Pacific time?
I think you're right, yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to give up a goal because we always do. Our defense is terrible. I think we're going to score 2. So I would say 2-1. I think ideally 3-1. Like we get a late goal, maybe make it 3-1, but probably 2-1 or 3-1.
Okay. Carmen, what's your prediction?
Let's see. I am going to go. We win 2-1. Hard fought.
You know,
Very hard fought.
Very original.
I know. But it's true.
I
Usually when I try
last.
to
That's how you
you should. You know what? I'm going to be different. So okay.
Don't do it. You're falling
Every
into the
time it
Mikey
happens,
Dobbs
I
trap.
know. Yeah, I'm going to stick with mine.
Yeah, smart.
Yeah, I'm going to stick.
She's a lot smarter than you.
well, I mean, there's no way I'm going to go that we're going to lose, right?
no.
So
Why
if
would
I'm
you say that?
if I'm not going to go, we're going to lose,
Okay.
which would be just like a pessimistic viewpoint.
Fair.
Very on Mikey Dobbs.
But also, we are better than Bosnia Herzegovina. Like
They
are.
beat Italy.
Sure, they did, but even Italy, they don't deserve to be at the World Cup because of that.
Yeah.
And
And we're in Merca.
yeah, and we're in America,
America, hell yeah.
and we're in
America.
San Francisco,
Yeah.
and there's going to be a great crowd. The team, I think it might be a good thing that we can now have a little bit of an edge seeing what it's like to be like, okay, that's what it's going to be. Like if you lose in the last 90 seconds, you're out. You're
Right.
done.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that's what it's
That
going
was
to
a
feel
warning
like.
sign, yeah.
That's a shot over the bow.
Right.
So my prediction is 4-1 US because I think we're coming. I think we're coming with the same attitude. I think that same core team they got something brewing.
Yeah, but Bosnia is a way better defensive side than some of the teams we played already. So 4 goals is a lot against them.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Dave. I've watched a lot of the attacking teams. I feel like the U.S. in terms of creativity with Dest and Robinson, with Boligan and Pulisic, like people who actually can put people on their back heels.
Yep.
I think they can do it,
Oh, yeah.
Over and over and
Oh,
over again.
Absolutely. We're good for 3 goals a game for sure.
right? So
So it could be 4. As soon as you score 3,
right,
you can score 4.
exactly. So that's my point. Like, do you get that last fourth goal, which is instead of being negative, I'm going to just go with that fourth goal, 4-1.
Okay.
Sorry.
We got
Whoa.
Sorry, my bad. What did I
Oh
do?
man,
Okay.
got news.
Don't want
At least
that.
it was soccer news.
Yeah.
Yeah, so are we anybody revisiting their prediction? I had U.S. in the quarterfinals with a decent chance at making a semi. I think you guys had 1 round less.
I definitely had at least 1 round less.
I think you and I said round of 16, right?
think
Yeah,
so.
and I had quarterfinal. Are we revisiting?
Who would we play in the round? Do we know that at all?
I mean,
We would right now, as things stand, we don't know, but right now we would play probably Portugal.
Okay.
and look, if we made it to the round of 16, I'm still stoked.
I think if it held, we would beat Portugal. I think we actually are depending. I think we could actually get an even worse matchup than Portugal.
Well, look, we got to beat Bosnia Herzegovina. I think if we don't do that, like, I mean, who coming into this are like, hey, for you to advance the round of 16, you get to play Bosnia. Please sign me up.
I would take that
Oh yeah, for sure.
any
Please
day.
sign me up.
Any day.
Yeah, they beat Italy to make it here. I will take that matchup any day of the week. And I also feel like, we kind of match up well against them to some degree in terms of our style.
So, that was awful goalkeeping.
Oh no, I don't like awful
That was like the worst
goalkeeping.
Spain just
Goalkeeping
scored against
ever.
Uruguay,
Ever.
Ever.
and he's yelling at somebody.
That's what you have to do as a goalkeeper,
You'll
just
let
to
him
get it out of you.
Yeah.
You got to
That
scream it out.
was slow motion disaster.
Sometimes you're hard on a goalkeeper. Let's see. I'm
No,
gonna
no,
be
no,
nice.
no,
I'm gonna
no,
be
you're
nice.
gonna cry.
Nope, I'm gonna be nice to this goalkeeper.
Let's
You're
see
gonna
what's going on
cry.
here.
You're gonna cry. That was. They don't even want to celebrate. That was so bad. The Spanish players are like, we accidentally kicked it towards your goal. And
Okay,
it went
here we
in.
go. It wasn't your fault. Here we go. Let's see.
It
All right,
was
out to the right,
Out to the
cut
right.
in, not even cut in. Lots
Lot
of
of people
sloppy
scrambling,
tackles.
okay.
Into the corner, crossed.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Not the best, but
Yikes. I mean, basically the most basic save ever. Couldn't even push it away from the goal. Should have been able to
do something.
just grab it.
Yeah.
At minimum, push it away from the goal. Instead, didn't either, and just let it bounce off his hands into the goal.
That's
I mean,
but he couldn't see. Maybe
wasn't even
Oh,
deflected.
he
stop.
couldn't see
Of course
because
he could
that
see.
guy was in the
He's-
way.
Oh,
That guy right there.
is this the coaching you're giving your son as a goalkeeper? No. There's some accountability on this one.
Look at the Uruguayan fan. He's like, "Are you kidding me?"
Bummer.
That's
all
probably
right.
it for Uruguay, and that's it for our our opened up bracket because Uruguay has to win. Okay. Anyway, what I was going to say is for our second round game, we would likely get the winner of Group K. So right now, Colombia. The second place team from Group K. Right now, Colombia is leading the group and Portugal is second.
Is Colombia on our side?
Well, whoever finishes second is. So
I don't want
Colombia has to play. Well, you have a choice. So Colombia has to play Portugal. Whoever wins that game is winning the group, and they would avoid us.
I'm just saying I will take Portugal over Colombia if I had to face a team.
I think Portugal is by far the more talented team, but whether or not they've been playing well.
I just feel like Portugal's flawed, even though, they have a ton of talent.
When Cristiano is there, it kind of settles everything down.
Oh, no.
And, the fact that Cristiano Ronaldo scored a couple goals the other night.
Yeah, but against a terrible team.
Doesn't matter. He's, 41?
Anyway, the winner.
He looked pretty good.
The winner of that.
He looked pretty good.
The winner of that game is winning the group. Now, to be fair, Uruguay losing means currently Cape Verde is through.
Whoa! Is Cape Verde up? I missed it.
No, they're tied.
They're still tied.
But they would win the group if Uruguay loses. No matter. They would be finished second, so they're automatically through. Yeah, so I personally would love to see Portugal win the group and Colombia finish second. And I would rather play Colombia than Portugal.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I would rather play Portugal than Colombia.
Okay, whatever.
I
But
can't
that's our
figure
likely.
out Portugal.
One of those two teams is our likely.
Colombia looked so sharp the other night. Like, they were frightening. Like, they just were so smooth. Like,
They're
just
strong up the spine.
They were just passing the ball crisp, fast. Like, the kind of speed that you want to see from any team. And it just seems like it's in their DNA. Where,
weren't you the one that's going on and on about our European jinx?
Well, we still haven't ever beaten a European team.
Right. So why wouldn't we want to play Colombia then?
Because we need to beat a European team. Now, does Bosnia Herzegovina count?
Do they count as a European team? I guess technically now, yes, they do. They do.
I guess
they do.
So.
They were in Europe.
Oh, great. So now I'm saying we're losing. We're losing. We're losing.
They're like a semi one because,
Yeah.
I'm going to go. I'm changing my prediction. We win we go to PKs, right? We go to PKs if it's tied.
Overtime and then PKs.
I say we win in PKs.
Oh, curse you for that. I forgot about penalty kicks until you just brought that up.
Sorry, I know.
You brought a whole dose of reality in.
We were having a good time.
I know. But now.
They just stretched Ugarte off, too.
That was Ugarte?
Yep.
Oh, crud.
Oops.
Oh, bummer. Oh, well.
Yeah, well.
They lie.
All right.
Whatever.
So
should we go through our...
Now, I want to take a hydration break. I want to ruin the flow. I'm going to ruin the entire flow.
Are we going to talk about that?
We got
to talk about it now that you brought it up.
Well, no, we are. The hydration break, though, is to talk about our CONCACAF friends, Mexico and Canada, our other two host nations. How do you think they're performing?
Canada, I feel like not so great, right? They didn't even win. They didn't win their group.
I think Canada looks better than Mexico, though.
I think so too.
But Canada's not good, and Mexico ain't gonna lose in the Azteca. They get to keep playing the Azteca, I think, all the way through to the quarterfinal.
Pretty much.
They ain't gonna lose at home at altitude. That's what I kept telling you. They can play poorly and advance.
Is that right? They get to play.
Do.
They get to play on their home soil all the way.
Well, it's their host. Well, one of the hosts. We get to play on our home soil.
Now, how's that work for Canada? Same?
They get to play also through the quarterfinal, I think.
No, but they lost. They lost.
They lost that.
So they
didn't
win. Yeah, they didn't win their group.
They didn't win their group, so they lost that.
So
privilege.
that was afforded to Mexico and the U.S. because we won our group.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, the U.S. I think had a huge advantage because most of the venues are here. We couldn't go to either of those countries anyway, so we're special.
Tough.
So Qatar finally. Broke somebody's leg.
Oh my gosh! Ugh.
What did you think of that? It's a kind of innocuous. Like, I didn't think
It wasn't,
think
it
he
wasn't
had
as
that.
bad
Yeah.
as people say. And then, yeah.
It kind of looked like almost a freak.
It seemed like a freak
It
incident
didn't
to
seem
me.
violent.
They
That's
got
the
a
Did not.
point.
Did not seem violent
They
to
also
me.
got their first point.
As someone who's looked down at their leg like that guy did, and been
Oh, they just showed the third place rankings currently.
I think that's a broken leg. I know that look.
Wait, okay, so the top one, so right now Sweden, Ecuador, they're
That was 8, though. So we were missing them talking. That must have been 4 are already through for sure, 100%. So those are the 8 left. 4 of them are going home. So right now, Senegal's going home.
really? Even after winning by like 5?
No way. Senegal.
That's what they just showed.
I couldn't tell what the thing said.
Yeah, it was without the sound. It's hard. Don't know.
But they had Ecuador on there, and they pretty much said Ecuador was going through.
Yeah, because Paraguay was right above them, and they have 4. And Senegal has 3. So that was absolutely accurate. So they are saying at the moment, the way it stands, not a single team at 3 is going through.
Oh,
Because,
that's not good.
yeah, not good.
All right.
So right now, I mean, the loser in this group is not going through because Uruguay would only have 2 as the third place team. With Saudi Arabia at 2, they would be tied. One of them would be the third place team.
Whoa, so Uruguay, if they lose this, they're not going through? Is that what we're
No.
saying? 1, 2.
They're
Oh,
out.
Yeah.
That's
oof.
why they got to play.
Oof.
They
oof.
got to play. South Korea has 3 right now. They're out. Bosnia has 4. They're through. Scotland has 3. They're out. Paraguay has 4. They're through. Ecuador has 4 at third place. They're through. Sweden at 4 is through. Right. I mean, it's going to depend because the Belgian group is a big one because.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about Belgium.
Yeah, the question is.
Well, that's the bottom bet for the bottle of wine.
That's right. And they might not even get through that.
So I think, yeah, you predicted Belgium to go further than the
That's-
U.S.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was not. We both.
Ooh, I'm not scared.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Also
scared?
Not too
I ain't
smart.
scared. They got Doku. Better
Oh,
than-
yeah. Doku is back from watching his baby be born.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, quick talk. Okay, ready? I'm going to start with cats.
Uh-oh.
You get to play in the World Cup
Yeah.
or watch your first child/children be born. Do you leave the team to be there for the birth of your child?
That's a good question. It's
Like
very
he taps his face.
it's very personal, right? Some people are like, okay, it's a birth, nothing happens. But then if something happens to your wife, it goes wrong, then you'll be freaking out that you weren't there. Mm-hmm. So like emergency there, like being there for the birth, first birth.
I feel like we've asked this question before. I don't even need to
We've
ask
never
it.
asked this question.
We've never asked this. All right.
Leah
is
knows
it?
my answer. Like, I'm going to the game.
The way you said it, you're almost like, I had tickets. I needed to go.
Tickets, yeah. I mean,
He's going to the game just to watch the World Cup game, not to play in it.
See, yeah. Because I feel like
I feel like the kid's going to be born.
Kid's never gonna know.
I can't affect anything that's going to happen,
That's right.
whether it's to the baby or to my wife. So I'm leaving it to better hands. And
Yeah, but if something goes wrong,
what am I going to do?
yeah, you would be there. To
you would
comfort
be there
and to
to
for
hold
the moment.
hands and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, right. Well, I'm not going to live
Anyway,
my
let's-
life in fear.
That's fair.
You can live your life in fear.
Fair.
I will say there was another one. I can't remember what team. I guess he was on the Norway.
So you're
team.
saying live your life in fear, be like, they're going to expect the worst.
I think I told you that I think I would play too.
Expect the worst.
So
And
I agree
I
with
think both of y'all's wives would say, "Yeah, go play in the World Cup. We got
fair,
this." And I think once you get the okay from your wife or baby mama, I think you'd
Maybe
be okay.
Dave. Dave got the okay. He's in.
Sorry, just had to ask. Go ahead. Sorry.
All right. So,
Oof.
Yeah. So anyway, right now it's looking like at the moment nobody with 3 would likely to go through, but there's still groups to play. So a lot of it's going to depend on what happens in the Belgian group.
what do you mean nobody at 3 points?
Yeah, you would have to have 4 as
Okay,
to
that's
get through as one of the 8 third place teams. Because right now there are in Group A, there's only a 3-pointer. But in Group B, there's a 4-pointer. In Group D, there's a 4-pointer. In Group E, there's a 4-pointer. In Group F, there's a 4-pointer. That's 4. So right now, that's it. But there's one group at least for sure. There's going to be another 4-pointer. There are at least 2 groups that are going to be a 4-pointer. So the most is 2 3-point teams are getting through, and it's going to depend. It's going to be on tight. Senegal will be the top team to go through. If any 3-pointer goes through, it will be them.
Yeah.
Because they got the 5 goals today.
Yeah.
Thanks to the red card.
That helped.
They're playing Iraq, and they got a red card.
You know, some of those goals, though. Did you
That's
see
it.
those
Yeah.
goals?
Against one.
But
less
still, some of them are
man.
nice, though.
Who is the worst team in the World Cup? I think I know the top
Curacao.
2. Curacao? You think Qatar wasn't worse?
They're both pretty bad, but Curacao doesn't have a point, right?
Does Qatar?
Oh, they do. They do. They both have a point.
They
Yeah.
tied.
There's nobody who doesn't have a point, right?
I feel like
Everybody got a
somebody
point.
didn't get
Yeah.
Everyone got a point?
Even Turkey, because they beat us.
Yeah, that's what's shocking.
Oh, Iraq didn't get a point. That's
Iraq didn't get a point.
And
Is
so
it-
far,
is that-
Jordan doesn't have. Jordan's the worst team. That's it. Jordan's the worst team.
Jordan is the worst team.
Good point.
Jordan even lost to Algeria.
Yeah. Who's been shambolic this tournament.
Yeah. So-
How many-
And
like-
Uzbekistan also doesn't have a point.
Algeria has already had like a 10-point goal differential.
And Panama doesn't have a point, but at least Panama has the excuse they have England, Ghana, and
Yeah.
Croatia. That's not
Yeah,
a.
they-
I would say the worst teams in the group in the World Cup are Uzbekistan and Jordan.
Yeah, Uzbekistan has a -7-point differential. Jordan has -3, but they have a game left. Ooh, who has -11? Oh, Iraq from today.
Curacao.
Iraq was awful.
Yeah.
How
But
does
Iraq got a
Curacao
point.
have a-
Oh,
they didn't.
Tunisia wasn't that
Oh
good.
no, Iraq didn't get a point either. They're pretty bad.
How many soccer fields are on the island nation of Curacao?
One.
I'm being
National Team
serious.
Stadium. I am being serious.
There's one.
No, there's probably more than one, but not
Yeah,
really.
but how many soccer pitches are there? Because I looked this up for Cabo Verde, by the way. There's 11.
Okay.
Because I was like, how
Maybe
many
Carmen can look
Here
that
we
up
go.
for
Are we
us.
looking at how many pitches and
how many soccer pitches are there on Curacao?
Do we want to go through how our predictions went?
There's not a lot to talk about.
No,
I mean,
we did do quite well. I mean, that's not that impressive. Because
Are you talking about the group predictions? Yeah, like I mean, I went crazy on Mexico be doing terrible, and I lost that group.
That was, and you owe me a bottle of wine.
I do, and we're going to drink it.
wait
then-
for which one? I missed this
For
bet.
Mexico.
Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
So, and
Okay.
that was the. And,
That's the first one. We had 3 bets.
and then the other one that was kind of a different blend was the Germany Ecuador group, and I think I had Ecuador at the top of that group, which is wrong
That's
as
right.
well. Which I think they're in third
And I had
place.
Germany. Yeah.
So Germany clearly better. So there's 2 for Dave, and then there was a couple of the groups where I had probably
The big one where you had a little bit of advantage was in Group F, where you had Japan as second, and I had Sweden as second, and Japan was quite good and finished second.
yeah.
Sweden got 4; they finished third,
Yeah.
so it wasn't a big deal.
But then I mean, a lot of our picks are pretty similar
They
for a
are.
lot of the groups.
They
So
were
those. So you won.
technically I won
two of the
one more
3.
group than yours, so that's
Oh,
second
we have
bottle of
somebody
wine.
visiting us, guys.
Oh. Is that Chipper?
Yes.
Sure is.
I love it. How you doing, man?
I'm doing very well. How are you, Mike?
Good. We're gonna bring you into the podcast here,
Okay.
and
Live caller.
we're just talking a little World Cup as we're watching the Spain Uruguay game, and we're just talking about the fact that
Did I hang up?
it seems like Spain is I don't know.
Did I hang up on you?
All right,
No, he's still
Chipper's
there.
still there.
How do I get him on though?
I'm here. Can
Yeah.
you hear
Oh
me?
boy.
Yeah, we can. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
No,
All right. Oh, there he is. He's
yeah.
in the little corner.
Yeah, but how do you get him onto the YouTube channel? You got to move
Yeah,
him over.
yeah, there you go. Click that.
That's this one.
Boom. There we go. There he
We're
is.
live.
I gotta switch it over.
How's it
So
going?
Chipper and I played youth soccer together, high school soccer together
In Roswell?
in Roswell. Yeah,
All right.
Nice.
That's right. Roswell Santos.
that's right. So we were just talking about, the round of 32 in Bosnia, and what are your predictions for?
Or do you have any questions for us?
Or do you have any questions? There we go.
I have so many questions, so many predictions, and maybe more really bad takes.
Okay.
That's what we're here for.
What we're going to start with?
I think let's talk the Bosnia game real quick. I don't see very many teams in this World Cup that are as athletic as we are.
That's correct.
But we're not deep. Last night showed that.
That's correct also.
So if we can stay healthy, I don't see any reason why we can't make a run at it.
I 100%. If we can stay healthy,
luck.
yes.
We have to have a little bit of luck, maybe a lot of luck, and stay healthy.
I don't think health is as big a problem as you think it is. Even though we were shambolic with our reserves yesterday, most of those reserves, you're never going to ask them to play 10 together. So one of those guys could come in and play with the starters and probably look a lot better than they did yesterday. So I don't think that's as big a deal. I do think our center backs are still a big, big worry. When we get against the really good teams, which Bosnia is not a good attacking team, right? They got Edin Dzeko still, right, as their 40-year-old striker. He ain't going to run by anybody. He might actually be slower than Team Ream. 40-year-old versus 40-year-old.
Take it.
Yeah, I feel like maybe you read a text thread that Mike and I were on last night, because I made the same comment. I made a bad take at halftime, and I think maybe half of America's made it. I wanted Bearhalter out of there. And it was and then Mike came in and said, "Hold on, he's got a lot of upside." And I agree with that, but we were asking him to kind of be the man in that middle back, or defensive mid, and he's not ready for that. But
no,
so that's what we asked him to do last night, and that's what you were just saying.
Yeah.
And so if you put him in, or any of those guys in, around our top 8, 9, 10, 11 players, they suffice.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the one guy who is irreplaceable on this team is Tyler Adams. We've said that from the start. And, he didn't take a backup defensive midfielder. He had Roldan and Berhalter as the backups, and neither of them are a true defensive midfielder. He left Tessman off the squad because he thought he wasn't good enough, I guess. And I think the answer to that was, we were wondering, like, well, God forbid, what happens if Tyler Adams picks up something? And I think the answer is what you saw is that we would go from a 5-3-2 to a 4-3-3, and it would be a different formation.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with everything you just said. I think Tyler Adams is such a beast. He's such an enforcer. He's such a leader. And really, I think, you mentioned a couple guys getting left off the squad because maybe they weren't good enough. I think that Poch looks at culture first. Yeah. And I think he looked at the psychology in the locker room and made decisions off of that, because so many guys are equal.
That's a really good point. We talked about a lot of that in the build-up, that he was playing these psychological games to try to build the culture. And, Mikey Dobbs, I think, was worried that he had lost it. And I was like, no, I think he's doing the right thing. And I think the answer to that question is that I think the culture is great right now, that the team loves to play for each other.
They seem to be playing free, and they're also playing a much more technical, nuanced game tactically. Yeah, I think he's just got him. Hey, who cares? Just go out there and do it.
Play.
This is what I want you to do. Do your best.
And I think watching Dest play is the best expression of that. Like, you can see Dest has a card to go out there and just play like Serginho Dest, and Poch has given him that freedom, and that is like, that's the culture of the team right now. And I think, because Dest is such an amazing player. His defense is going to be what it is. He's just such an athlete, but where his bonus is man, he can take players on, and he's clearly got the card from Poch to go do that, and I think the rest of the team 100%. Feeds off of it. Yeah.
Weston McKennie too. He's all over the field.
Yeah. And that's just Weston. That's him on Juventus or any team. That's just who he is, and he clearly is matured a little bit coming into this World Cup, and just is doing it by just doing it.
It's funny because we always talk about like Weston McKennie and Pulisic look like Pulisic more than Weston McKennie down the stretch in Italy where they both play all the time. They were kind of dying a little bit, and so, one of the things that you're worried about is, okay, are they just exhausted and they're going to play poorly in the World Cup? And I think what you saw is they were literally just waiting to be home and in this environment, and then it just lit them up, and they were never going to be tired on home soil.
Yeah. I mean, you look all over the field. Alex Freeman I had serious doubts about him coming into the World Cup, and he's been great. Yeah, I do think he's vulnerable to a really bad mistake that maybe we haven't seen yet, but that comes with his age.
Yeah, 21 years old. You're going to do that.
I didn't know he was that young.
They're giving him freedom to go all the way up the field. The other day I saw might have been Alex Freeman. He was up like in the number 9 spot, when we were pressing, and it's like, okay, this is like nothing I've ever seen before from an American team. And,
he's got the Americans playing almost like a club team, which Pochettino, that's the credit. 100%. People said you couldn't do that with a World Cup team, and I think he's proven them wrong.
Yeah, they're doing that in England too, is what I've kind of read. I didn't speak too intelligently about that, but I've read that that's what Tuchel or whatever.
Tuchel is a different beast, because he's such a tactician. He's not a culture guy. He really does these things every game he plays to like neutralize the other team, which England is built for. And in the elimination games, they're not going to give up goals, and they're going to neutralize the threat, and they're just going to plod along. But they're never going to. That's not what Pochettino is. Pochettino built the culture to be everybody playing confidently. Go for it. It's a totally different thing.
Yeah, we're like a bunch of sand gnats. We're not going to give you the space to do what you want to do.
No. I think I've rarely seen a team counter-pressing the way the U.S. is as a team, almost like a club team would. It's very hard to do in a World Cup team because you just don't get a lot of time to train it.
Mike, what does that do with it, opening it up, or how does that press open up a counterattack?
I think all of it is our back line in terms of the counterattack, in terms of Tim Ream and, his ability to be able to read the game and cover space for the counterattack. So that's why Chris Richards is so important back there.
But I think he means in creating counterattacks through our counterpress. Oh, for us, like when we turn the ball over.
I'm talking about defending a counter because if we're throwing so many numbers forward, they could get behind us really quickly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think that's the Tim Ream problem. I'm petrified about, particularly as we get through Bosnia. I think is Poch going to make? And we were texting about this. Is he going to make the logical decision that he's got to take a risk and put in maybe a less experienced Miles Robinson or McKenzie or whomever to have a little more speed and be able to read the game, which I think at that point we're going to have competition that's 1v1 against a Tim Ream that is just, it's going to be way too much. Could you imagine killing Mbappe versus Ream? It's
the other thing that's been interesting is you would have thought that if Tim Ream was playing with Richards and with Freeman, that Ream would be the center guy with the cagey reading and whatever, and the two guys would be next to him, the quicker guys. That's not how he's been playing the left of the back three.
Yeah.
So that's, I think, even more of a problem and a little bit of a head scratcher. Like, why isn't he playing the center?
No.
I think he's doing it because he thinks Richards can cover more or whatever, but
that's where I think like Pochettino is smart enough to know, like once you start getting matchups with Mbappe or Lamine Yamal or whomever, like Ream's got to be off the field.
Yeah.
Like he just has to be.
I thought maybe one of the things he was thinking about in this game is not only with all the change just to keep everybody healthy and rested, but he was looking at any of those guys ready to start in place of Ream. And I'm afraid the answer was no. None of those guys, probably Robinson was the best of the center backs yesterday, and Trusty was good, but he was good on the left. He was the best of the backs by far, but he was good on the left, and I'm not sure that translates. Although, if he were playing for Ream, he'd be playing the left of a back three. So if he's going to make the change, it's clearly going to be Trusty for Ream. And to me, I would do it. And I would take the chance that Trusty occasionally gets caught reading because Ream is not reading anyway. So I would do it.
Like in this next game, you would do it? Or
Yes.
Okay.
In knockout phases, I would say, thank you, Ream, for guiding us into your veteran presence. And now you hand it off to the next generation to get us to the semis.
Oh, Ream.
That's what I would do.
Reem definitely brings a presence, though. He brings in experience, and maybe he culturally, I think he probably calms the players down a little bit.
Sure.
But I'm sure if you and I can, or if all of us can see what you just said, that the guys around him know it too.
We were talking about it earlier in the podcast because I was saying that, look, not only is he not reading and moving that much, but the other guys are cheating a little bit. Of Alex Freeman and Chris Richards are cheating off their guys because they're worried about him getting beat, and that is not a recipe for success.
No, that's just going to open up all kind of holes.
So, Chipper, who do you think is going to win the World Cup? I mean, France looks pretty frightening from as far as my take. I think France looks like the most dominant team so far.
France 100% looks the most dominant. If Messi can stay healthy, then Argentina looks good.
Yeah.
They seem a little bit like a one-trick pony or a 1.5 trick pony, which I'm okay with.
Yeah,
but
they don't have any pressure on themselves this year, right? Like it's all gravy at this point.
Right.
So they're just playing free, which is kind of dangerous with Messi right now. Like that's what I'm seeing with Messi. He's just like, whatever, this is just icing on the cake if I can make a push.
Yeah, you're never going to bet against that guy.
Never, ever.
I look at all the big time teams, and while they've impressed at times, they've also not impressed at times. But then I've over and over throughout these World Cups, the Euros, all of a sudden when the lights are on and it's single elimination and they need to win a game, these teams pull it together and they win. So Spain, I think, can do that. I think England has a great chance.
Yeah, I think
it. But I think France is definitely the most dominant.
I agree. Yeah. France is a terrific team, and they've shown that they don't rely. I mean, their front line. I mean, their whole team. They've got defenders who can win the ball one-on-one. They've got a tremendous defensive midfield with Duchemene, Duo, and then, Elise pulling the strings behind Mbappe and Dembele is just ridiculous. That is a team. That might be one of the best teams to grace the field for a long time in a World Cup. And I at the moment, it looks to me like they're going to win it going away, like not even have at a canter.
It seems that way.
Yeah,
I would agree with it.
Luckily, I put all my money on our neighborhood bet.
They've hardly broken a sweat, and they just turn a gear and boom, bye bye.
Right.
And they had a tough group. It wasn't easy at all. So yeah.
Because who's in their group? Norway, Senegal, and a random team. I'm making that up in my head.
Yeah.
Okay.
They had a terrific group.
What do you guys think about the expanded field in this year's World Cup?
Well, I mean, I think it's all about the money on why they did that.
Of course.
But we were saying at the beginning, I was surprised there weren't more. I mean, there were some blowouts, right? There was Germany, Curacao 7-1. Today there was a 5-1 against
Senegal,
Iraq. But
Canada scored 5. Both of those are in red card situations.
Canada, Qatar, red card situation.
Right.
Yep.
But I thought that there was more competitiveness from some of the teams I thought were totally shambolic than I would have expected in terms of Cabo Verde, which we went to the Cabo Verde game.
Cabo Verde.
But those teams, they also sat back and played a low block and kind of made for boring soccer. Like DR Congo did the same thing. So I don't know that it added a lot to the World Cup. but I didn't hate it either. I also here's the thing that I liked about it the most: the 48 teams. Holy shit! I mean, anytime we turn on the TV, there was soccer, right? Like that was the best part.
A lot of games.
It's like there's been soccer nonstop the last couple of weeks.
Games.
I'll take it. Like to me, that's a win. Is a sucker for just more soccer.
Yeah, and to think we used to have to go to the video store to get videotapes of World Cups in the past just to see it.
So true. So true. So Chipper, what other questions you got for us? Dave's my soccer aficionado that, all the questions on the text I think would be good to throw his direction.
What do you think about Tom Petty?
Oh, that's a good question. Tom Petty.
Yeah. You mean in the Heartbreakers?
Yeah. There you go.
We're gonna assume that's a you think he's great, like everybody.
That's the right answer, Dave.
Good answer.
I love Tom Petty.
Is Poch gonna stay with the U.S. team, or is he gonna move on?
That is that's the U.S. trying to say that we made the effort or whatever. There is zero chance that Pochettino is going 4 years before another competitive game. No chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved his response in the press conference last night, basically saying, you guys are asking me this when really we just won the group. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Very true.
So
what else?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Mike.
No, I was going to say, So who would be the next coach if we could,
Oh God.
So, because it's four more years, right?
It's a little premature.
Is it premature though?
That's premature.
How soon do you need a new coach?
Let's see.
2 years from now.
2 years from now. So it doesn't even matter.
Doesn't matter.
All right.
What about Michael Bradley? Just follow the bloodline, right?
Wow.
I say
he
that
did. It's done well so far in MLS in his debut season. I don't know if you know this, but I coached in Princeton, and I trained Michael Bradley a couple of times. He played with my team.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
Where at Princeton University?
So he was actually this was the Princeton club team I was coaching. I was at Princeton University, but I was coaching the club team. He was already playing in the residency program in the U.S. national team back in the day, but because we didn't have a lot of great MLS club systems. So all of the national team players used to be sequestered at 17. It's totally nuts. And they always used to be in Florida permanently training basically as a 17-year-old club team almost. Right. And he was on that. He was in the residency program. He was training there. But so he was the same age as my team in Princeton. But then in breaks, he would come home to see his family who was in Princeton because his dad was the Princeton coach and still lived in Princeton even when he was coaching in the MLS originally. And so he would come back and he would train with my team in the winter.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. So that is a good question coming off of that. What is the legacy of Jurgen Klinsmann with the U.S. national team?
I know he's been credited a lot with trying to help the way the youth soccer is developed in the U.S. Is there anything to that, Dave? That's just what I've heard.
He did two things, really, maybe, that were big. So first of all, he made that incredible decision. He left off Landon Donovan in that critical moment. And that was a sign for the World Cup team that, look, nobody's above the team, and we're not just going to take stars along. We just got to try to have the best player and have the best team. The other thing that he was adamant about, all these players were like, okay, I'm just going to play in MLS and be a star, whatever. And he's like, no, go press yourself and play in the Champions League. And if you look at Pochettino's team, it's not an MLS-based team, which we could have been. And I think you got to give Klinsmann some credit to that. He said to the American players, go play in Italy, go play in England, go play in Spain, and be in the Champions League.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. And Mike, I'm with you. I never really followed up or, vetted anything that I read about it, but I know he was a big proponent of, hey, there's got to be a lot of changes in America for, America to catch up in the youth system.
Yeah, and it feels like that's like a huge uphill battle with the pay-to-play system that we have. And so I'm sure that while he may have done a couple things. I think that's still our Achilles heel, even coming out of this amazing World Cup. Also, yeah, what do you think that this is going to do to MLS and to soccer in the United States after the World Cup's over? Like
Nothing.
Nothing. You don't think it's going to do much?
I don't. I think there'll be a bump in some fandom,
Yeah.
but I think that people will get bored of it.
Do you
if I'm
think?
being
I'm going to
honest.
disagree with that. I actually think it's going to be a huge impact, but not what you're thinking. The impact is going to be on players from around the world
That's what I
being
think.
much more willing to play and come and play in these stadiums and be. They're like, because they used to be like, America's a backwaters of soccer. It's not
Nothing
real.
That's
There's
what I was about to say,
fans. And
yeah.
you come here, you see the stadiums, you see the fans, you see. Because a lot of these people still have the idea that in America they're going to want to just kick the ball forward, and that's the only thing they're going to cheer for. And if you pass the ball back, they'll boo you. But this is not that. That's not America anymore.
Yeah, I can get on board with that. I never considered that angle.
Yeah, I think it's hard for us as we are the outliers too in the U.S. who grew up playing soccer in the 80s. You know, that loved this game. That we just take it for granted that like we see how this game is progressing, but this is really for a lot of people who are even kids and parents of those kids who are into soccer, you know, cheering it on. And then all these countries, the 48 or, you know, let's call it what, 45 countries that are here in North America, right? That are experiencing these stadiums and the vibe that's here in terms of, I mean, these stadiums that we're hosting these World Cup games at are like, and look at Qatar, like what they built with all of that, that noise and nonsense. And what we already have here that was just like, that's a part of our infrastructure. That's not Qatar's like, you know, basically ghost town.
Yeah,
like this is like where sports is played nonstop right now in the MLS and NFL and all of that. And I think there's going to be some recognition of that creates some momentum for a player that is 28 years old or 30 years old that otherwise would have said, okay, I'm going to transfer to another team in Europe. Or they may be like, you know what? I still got 4 good years of soccer in me, and I'm going to bring that quality to the MLS. Like, I think that's going to happen.
It's also going to be some younger players who don't have a path through, and they're going to see the U.S. as a path, right? Before they would be like, if I left Europe, I'm done. I'm never going to play for my national team. I'm never going to be back in Europe. And that is clearly not the case. You can use MLS and you can go back to those things. So I think they'll be more willing to do that. I also think, you know, some of them being here, even seeing, you know, there's teams training now at the MLS facilities. And they're like if you go to Atlanta United training ground and you're like, oh, this backwaters, you know, MLS team. And then you're like, whoa, wait a second. That place is nice.
Right.
I don't know if you've been there, but it is a spectacular facility.
It is spectacular. I really appreciate that perspective because I didn't consider that at all. And I do think that the awareness of soccer on the world stage by Americans and what they may be appreciating that they never appreciated before, if you bring on some stars, a few big names that are in their quote unquote twilight for European leagues, there really could be some excitement and some momentum to build.
I mean,
or that could be built.
How about our second string starting at SoFi last night? That crowd, I've never seen that much energy in a stadium before.
People were hyped up.
That was amazing.
That was
I
wild.
thought SoFi really showed out. It showed well last night.
Well, the facilities
going back
in the
to
US.
what you were saying, Dobbs, about our stadiums are amazing. That just looked incredible.
It really did. I mean, on TV, like that just was like, could you imagine that in the 90s when we were growing up? Like, as a Santos player, like that just, like you said, like you had to watch a replay on a VHS tape of the World Cup. You know, I mean,
Rented.
Rented. Yeah.
Oh, it's incredible.
Yeah.
I think it will be transformative for us because I think showing the world what will mean that players are not afraid to come here.
I mean,
When already, for example, there's a player, Koke, who plays, he's the captain of Atletico Madrid, and Atlanta United is trying to sign him currently. And, I mean, he's a little bit older, but I think, in the past, he would be like, okay, if I'm going to, quote unquote, retire, I'm going to go to Saudi Arabia, I'm going to go to some other league. He might come here. He might legit come here.
Wow.
Yeah. I saw that headline today. I didn't read it, but
He's Spanish.
And I mean, he's got Almada on his team, who probably is talking in his ear too. Which Almada is starting for Argentina, has been playing great. I mean,
very well.
How did Atlanta United botch that guy? I mean,
he's got an American too, Cardozo, playing next to him.
Yeah.
At Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
He's got Americans starting for him at Atletico Madrid. Wow. He's hurt now. Yeah. That's why he's not in the World Cup.
Isn't it crazy? Like, Almada's been starting, and Julian Alvarez hasn't been able to see the field.
That's right.
Who's got great stats at.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. It's wild.
It is crazy.
So,
there we go.
What else, Chip?
I don't have anything else. I mean,
good.
we could tell old stories.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you have any stories to tell on me, or should we tell stories on Brum?
Do we have a best Mikey Dobbs story?
Let's finish the podcast with a Mikey Dobbs story.
I'll tell you a Mikey Dobbs story.
Oh shit!
So this was Mikey was a very good wrestler,
right?
And I'm a big guy. I was the bigger side of soccer. I graduated 6'2". And weighed 212 pounds. That's what I weighed in when I went and played at college. Big dude, right? And so one day after practice, I got big britches and said, "Come on, Mikey, let's wrestle. I'll kick your ass." He's like, "Bring it on." And so
of course he did.
We wrestled, and of course, the first minute or so, I was winning because I was big and I was just laying on top of him. I said, "What are you going to do now, Mikey?" He goes, "Whatever you do, don't move." And I barely moved, and the next thing I know, I was on my back pinned. Well, not a soccer story, but it happened after soccer practice.
Hey.
That's kind of how everybody is on, who comes in contact with him on the podcast. Pinned. Wow.
Yeah. He'll get you.
Well, hey man, dude, it was awesome that you joined.
Thanks for coming.
I mean, I think your knowledge would be welcome anytime on this podcast.
Always.
Hopefully, with Atlanta United, we can turn the corner here in the summer. It's been very tough doing an Atlanta United podcast. So it's fun to talk about World Cup soccer and some energy with the U.S. team. So I appreciate you tuning in and taking my bait on the text.
Yeah, sure. I enjoyed it. Thanks for having me. I cannot wait for Monday, 8:00.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be amazing.
It's
going to be amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm in.
All right.
Thanks for having me. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Chipper.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Well, fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. We got a guest on the show.
Successful.
Roswell Hornet. Chipper was one of our best defensive players and just a great guy. Plays music, which was his Tom Petty question.
Love Tom Petty.
Tom Petty's awesome.
Wallflowers. Let's go.
What else are we going to talk about? I feel like that closed it out pretty well.
I think it's not any better than that.
No.
American fans enjoying soccer in the World Cup ain't better than that.
Spain 1, Uruguay 0, 63 minutes in.
Yeah, come on.
Suck it, Suarez.
Yeah.
I just felt like I had to say that. Sorry.
Go bite somebody.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Take care.
Just like back in Guadalajara. You say it, I do it, coach. Football is life. Danny Rojas.
Danny Rojas.
Danny Rojas.
All right.
Excellent.
Who's coming with me to Wild Heaven?
Who's coming?
Let's go. I'm in.
That is so cool that they're doing